I'm Meg Green with AM Best TV. We're in Monte Carlo for the annual Rendezvous de September conference, and joining us now is Matt Mosher. He's president and CEO of AM Best Rating Services. So Matt, where do you stand with the new innovation criteria?
Well, we released in May, or in March actually, the criteria procedure for comment, and that comment period closed in May, and we've gotten a lot of comments back, and we've been working through it, and as we've come to the conclusion of that, we expect to be releasing the criteria procedure again very shortly, along with the methodology update that kind of demonstrates where the criteria procedure fits in the overall methodology for evaluating companies.
What were some of the comments you received after the initial release?
There was a lot of concern about how could you possibly evaluate the innovation of a company. And the other aspect of, with that same question coming into play, what's the score going to mean? How are you going to be releasing a score? I'm concerned about that. You know, when we looked at what we're trying to do here, it's not about saying we know the answer and we know what the score is for innovation. It's going to be the right answer. What we wanted to say to the industry is this is how we're going to look at innovation. So they have an understanding of what are the key issues that we think are going to be out there. Innovation is something we've always looked at. But we've looked at it in the rearview mirror. We've looked at the innovation from 5, 10, 15 years ago and its impact on your balance sheet and income statement today. We believe it's going to become a more and more important aspect as things change, more information's available, data's available going forward. So we feel we should be looking at it kind of where companies stand now, today, so we have an idea where they'll be in 5, 10 years as innovation is that much more important on a day-to-day basis. So this is just basically providing a framework so companies understand what is it that we're looking at. We know there's subjective aspects in there, but we believe, given our wide breadth of discussions we have across the insurance industry, there are a few that are in a better position to at least look at it and say who's stronger, who's weaker. The idea of the importance of it, right now it's not overly important. We don't expect it to move ratings at this point in time, but down the road it may, and we want to make sure that we start now looking at how we do this. We want to continue to refine it and improve it if there's need for that, and we want companies to continue to understand what we're trying to do. So overall, we think now's the time to provide that information. We do believe that in the methodology, when we look at it, it's not something that if you're not innovative, it automatically is a negative on your rating. Or if you are innovative, it's not automatically a positive on your rating. It is relative. If you're in a marketplace where there's very little innovation across the board, and you're not innovative, well, you're on par with everybody else. It's not going to have an impact on your business profile today. It's not going to have an impact on your earnings tomorrow. But if you're in a marketplace where there's a lot of innovation and people are changing the way they do things, being more efficient in their distribution, that's going to have an impact if you are not keeping up with the Joneses. Where your business profile goes in terms of client base, in terms of the ease of doing business with you, it does have an impact. So that's why we feel it's important to put out what are we looking for, and really, kind of make sure the industry is paying attention to that aspect of their business and where they're going and how they're staying on top of things.
Matt, thank you for speaking with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Meg.
For AM Best TV in Monte Carlo, I'm Meg Green.